Things are about to get dicey.
There you go, there's all his armor gone.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Sorry guys, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
It's fine. Oh.
Move away. Think
There you go, nice. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I can breathe and talk again. Sorry, I was just concentrating. I know it wasn't really that hard, but that guy is really, really annoying when he hits you.
This is probably where I'd have settled.
That verse is like, I think 3 of them now, including that one. And every time they hit me, there goes my health, there goes my armor, there goes everything.
We'll have to turn the place upside down to make the old man cave.
Create more of those bats. Looks like a alpha bat as well. Whoa, what was that? Let's see. So the map area is to investigate this area. There's a little gap here. Where's that gap out? There it is. Wait, what is this area? Oh, thanks guys are joining me now. Why do these guys always join me late? It's like, oh, you kill everybody? Okay, now we're gonna join you. Oh, wow. Another legendary set of armor. You know what, I'm not gonna say no to that. Okay, that's not that good. Unfortunately, my armor's better. Willpower 2. HP healing. That's actually pretty good. Elemental resistance, magic resistance, +5, +5. Eh. Elemental resistance, magic yeah, this is not that actually good. Hey Kirk, you wanna wear this outfit? Yeah, you go wear that outfit. Okay, you can't look silly with that outfit, never mind. Let's see, that's +7, -7. Yeah, keep that. Let's see, +4 magic resistance. Minus and then +9, +7, -22. You know what? Keep that. Uh, change the helmet. There you go. Again, the armor's not that good, unfortunately. You know, thinking a legendary set of armor be actually decent. I'm actually disappointed in that. That's the way out. So what's this area? Yep, discovered everything. Let's see.
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichteman.
If you guys don't know what a rosary is, it's prayer beads. Don't ask me how I know that.
There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad en on mil frichtemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon Mil Flichteman.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Yeah, how prayer beads or rosary works. You have to do or say something every bead. So you do or say something and then you knock one bead and go to the next bead and to the next bead. I not remember what you have to do. Is it praying or saying something, but something like that. It's been a long time since I got to teach that. But somehow I still remember that. I don't know what I did 2 hours ago. Weird.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them.
And no, I'm not religious. It's just one of the stuff that my old school teach me. That actually teach me a lot.
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
Oh, I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
Also, prayer beads are mostly made out of wood or plastic. Mostly plastic. Only wood ones are made from like old people. Sorry about that, guys. If you didn't hear my last sentence, I said prayer beads are made of mostly plastic or wood. Most of the time it's plastic, because people keep losing them or quit their faith. Only the ones that really stick by actually gets like wooden ones. It depends. It depends on the individual. But usually never metal. Sometimes, like very, very rarely it's metal. But that's very rare. Or maybe it's more common somewhere else. But here in Australia, I don't really see metal prayer beads or rosaries.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent. I seem to recall that Saint Matthias is almost always depicted using a similar rosary.
So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donai god. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Doneigada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been given to us by Enon Milfrichtemann.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
To think these old things could cause a civil war. Or long-lasting peace with the natives. It is a serious responsibility to decide what to do with them. But it isn't ours. Their saint, their decision.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Oh man, I don't get a fast travel. Oh, but I do get a level up. Increase the damage inflicted by attacks hitting your enemies from behind. Backstabber. You know, that'd actually be really good. Let's see. Increase the free gauge by hitting attacks your enemies from behind. Eh. So I need to be level 31 to get another strength, and then I can wield my really strong weapons. So 31 is 3 more levels. That isn't far off. Yeah, the only reason I want to go strength because there's like really good weapons I have in my storage that requires 5 strength to wield it. Now, is it faster to travel or walk there? Let's see if we can travel there first and then we walk. I'm lazy. There we go, see? We could just travel there. Point 1 for laziness. Well, we'll see what happens when I given the evidence.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
Decide to reveal the truth and give her the relics. Decide to hide the truth and keep the relics.
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On another, he prayed to the god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
His chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
I just Gideon.
Do you think we can face our faith?
Come on. There we go. There we go.
That I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
I suppose I could use what I learned about her to persuade her. And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely find the words to convince her.
That would be most helpful. Father Petrus is renowned for his eloquence. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content. And I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Okay, this is gonna get interesting. Give me some good loot. Come on, give me some good loot. No good loot, unfortunately. Key to the prisons. Okay, I got prison keys. Yep, and nothing good. Of course, that's a disappointment. Like I said, the loot in this game does not like me. Let's see. Meet was in 23 hours and 20. Okay. The church. What the children find this as an invisive. Inform the Cardinal of impact attack. What find invisive. Find as an. This has to do with some of the crust. Well, how long is this gonna take to get there? Oh, that's gonna take 21 hours. Let's move you and put you. There you go. And that's the weapon I want to equip. As you can see, it requires 5 strength. Inventory. That requires 5 strength as well, but not so good. Put in the chest. Yeah. There we go. Inventory, chest. That should be good. And let's exit. We've got 5 hours until the meeting. Here's the corner, yeah, to the left. Right. Well, this is gonna get really interesting. Let's see what that's to say.
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but, on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
Talk about the cave, talk about the Guardian, talk about the...
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There's no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any. The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places, and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time. We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He's depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, His face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the Enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
I understand your doubts, Your Eminence. But you yourself asked me to conduct the investigation. It seems to me that the best way to address this matter would be for you to go to the place yourself. Then you will see that what I have described to you is true.
I suppose you would not suggest such a thing if you had lied to me. But you are right. I need to see for myself what secrets this place hides.
Approach her to... what?
I would also like to inform you that a member of the Ordo Luminis was part of the expedition. He tried several times to sabotage it, even killing many of his colleagues for it. And finally, he attacked us, as we were preparing to join San Mateus.
Who'd have thought that the remaining members of the Order would go to such extremes? But I fear these attacks are just a reflection of what will happen if your discoveries are made public.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Mateus shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
Mention the reversal set.
I understand your doubts about the future, which are inevitably caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet in the end he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Mateus.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
Complete 20 side quests. Okay, so I completed 20 side quests. So we're done here? I think we're done. Okay, to the prison opens the door to the prison. Where are they?